Your first team at 11, only on Channel 2.
Oh. Are you okay?
Oh, you know.
Come on.
This is what marriage is all about.
Pity those poor common folk who don't have a sauna and a masseur at their beck and call.
Let them eat cake. Oh, I feel good when we're like this and we're together. And I'm glad that we're going to see Andy tonight.
Oh, Andy, I want to call him and I want to see what his dinner plan is.
Oh, okay. By the way, we're trying out the private dining room at Ellie's. There's plenty of room, so ask him to join us, okay?
Okay, I will. I don't know if he's going to be home. Kim said he might be over at Paul's.
I suppose that Bob and Kim are going to just stay quietly at home, make up for lost time. Darling, you know what we should do? We should offer them the use of our sauna.
Yeah. After I get hold of Andrew, I'm going to call the hospital and check on Casey.
You know, Hal, I'm actually kind of glad that you didn't run into Mom at Visconti's. Yeah, I know what you mean. So what's next? All right. Let me know, huh? Right. Bye.
Didn't sound like good news.
No, Hal thinks somebody must have tipped Visconti off because my mom was obviously there. He found a note and some flowers from Brian.
So what's he gonna do? Is he gonna give up and come home?
No, he's going to Edinburgh to have it out with Brian. Man, I just don't get it. Mom was happier with Hal than she's ever been. Why would you throw that all away to get involved with a guy that's married and has kids?
I'm having enough problem understanding what's happening with my mom and Bob. It's like I said before. You know, the only way to make it through life in one piece is not to get too emotionally involved.
Yeah, it's a lot easier said than done. Hello. Yeah, how are you? Good, hang on one sec. Pops.
Thank you. Dad, what's up? We just scarfed down a pizza, actually. Okay, I don't know. I'll ask him. Dad says we should consider that an appetizer. We've been invited to the private dining room at Ellie's. What do you say?
I don't know, man. What if my mom calls?
We have a machine. We can't hole up here all night. Come on, my dad's really pushing this now. I don't want to go alone.
All right, but if I have to deal with Lucinda, you're gonna owe me one.
Okay, I owe you one. All right, Pop, you're on. We'll meet you there. Okay. Listen, any word on Casey?
Margot, I'm a doctor. At this point, I know as much about this disease as Purcell. I feel it's going the wrong way. My brain's not sending the right message to my lungs. This machine here won't do the trick much longer. They'll put me on a big one. Don't let them keep me going on machines. Get a hold of Hadley and get my living will. If anything happens, if I slip into a coma before it's set, don't let them keep me alive with no hope. I won't be a vegetable. I'm counting on you, Margot.
Hey, Casey, there's always hope.
No, don't be sentimental. My body won't last much longer. I don't know how long I can think straight. If I can just hold out until the living will is signed.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, don't. Without the living will, they're in a bind. Purcell and John know how I feel. But legally, they've gotta protect the hospital. That means putting me on life support and forcing your mother to make the decision. My mom would never let her do it.
Look, Casey, I'm gonna go and try and find John, and maybe he and I can put together some sort of...
No. There's a chance I'll be in a coma. Never mind. They put me on life support. It'll show that I'm alive, but I won't be. Just check the EEG monitor. it'll register a flat line. My brain will be dead. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand, Casey, but...
No, buts, no. Margot, you're the only one who can do it. Please, 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 please.
Here, Casey, here. Casey, here. Come on, don't fight me on this. Come on, take it, take it.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Carefree Sugarless Gum. Full flavor, no sugar. It's feeling carefree.
How long will the flavor of Carefree Sugarless Gum last? Till the cows come home.
Welcome home.
Carefree Peppermint with NutraSweet, the flavor lasts.
Teddy Grahams are here to stay. New vanilla is so fine. Grand snacks taste so cool this way. I'm so glad they're mine. Here's why all the people say new vanilla is here to stay. Teddy Grahams vanilla. Rock on vanilla. I say new vanilla is here to stay. Wow! Nabisco.
Do certain women possess a beauty secret you do not? Yes. New DuPont Certified Stainmaster Luxura Carpet. It's richer, it's thicker, and it's Stainmaster. Exclusively DuPont.
So you're gonna get all dolled up tonight?
Ah, for you, my darling. Every night. Oh.
I hope that is not the hospital.
No. Ah, it's mine. Please, please, please. Yours is quiet as a mouse, darling. Oh, the joys. The joys of a two-beeper family. Hello? Yes, it's me. Is this call urgent? Okay, put him through. Ambrose, what do you want, darling?
Well, you wanted my opinion on the legal ramifications of that contest that you're running in the first issue of Inside Oakdale.
Oh, let's let that wait until tomorrow, okay? Oh, darling, as I have you on the phone, I just want to ask, did you get a chance to read over the material that Philip Lombard sent me? Is there any possibility of a libel suit if I print it as is?
Cinda, I don't have to read it to advise you against it. Once that article's published, what's to prevent Philip from going back on his promise to deliver proof of Duke's paternity?
Thought about that, but what other chance? What choice do I have?
You can drop the whole thing. John already accepts the Duke as his son. He doesn't need proof, and he won't like your meddling.
Would you believe me if I told you that I intend to wrap up the proof in gift wrapping and give it to John for Father's Day?
Huh. Not for a second.
All right, old darling, just read it tonight, will you please? And we'll talk about it in the morning. And don't bother calling me with any more sage advice. I'm going out, and I'm leaving my beeper behind. Love ya.
Who was it?
Oh, it was Ambrose.
Ah.
Yeah, about judging the contest in Inside... Inside Oakdale, that my handsome, sexy husband is going to judge.
Well, you know, it is an honor that I might forego.
Oh, no, darling. It would be foregoing an awful lot of fun, for heaven's sake. I've been thinking. Since we have so much room, we have the dining room, private dining room at Ellie's. Why don't we invite Bob and Kim?
No, I think not.
Why not?
Because it's a bad idea.
Well, why not?
Let's just drop it, okay?
Yes, Kim. Well, Casey had difficulty breathing earlier, but I hope it's just because he was tired. Yeah, he needs all the rest he can get. Okay, Kim, thank you. Thank you for calling, and my best to Bob. Right, bye-bye.
I remember when Casey delivered their baby.
Oh, Casey's a part of the Hughes family.
I wish somebody would call. Let us know what's happening.
Well, it's my experience as a nurse that they don't call if nothing's wrong. So no news is good news.
Come on, Casey, let me get Dr. Purcell or the nurse. Or what is it? What? You want me to turn this off?
Thanks. I don't have a lot of time. I have to make sure you know what to do.
Look, Casey, you know that I would do anything for you, but you are asking me to be responsible for a decision I am not qualified to make.
Always remember, it's not your decision, it's mine. If I could unplug the machine, I would.
Look, maybe it won't happen.
I'll tell you what will happen. I'll start to not make sense in a couple of minutes, maybe an hour or two at most. My brain will stop sending messages. My system will start to give out. Purcell will put me on the heavy-duty respirator. It'll breathe for me. They'll monitor my vital signs, but there won't be anything vital about me. Eventually, my system and brain, my conscious brain will give out. At that point, the monitor will show a flat line. When that happens, it'll be over.
But no, Casey, you will still be alive.
Is that life? Just a heart and lungs? No brain or feelings? Just a lump of tissue costing thousands of dollars a day and pumping away Katie's future and any happiness I could have. Please, I love them, Marco. Let me do this for them. It's been a good life. It's been short, but good. Help me die with dignity.
Casey, I can't.
I'm sorry I asked you to do this, but I couldn't deal with it. My folks wouldn't ever. And Duke would be ruined in his career. Be reasonable and realistic. You're it.
Casey, I don't even know what to do.
Listen. Once the life support's in place, there'll be 3 monitors. An EEG for my brain waves, an EKG for my heart, and another one to measure my rate of respiration. Now, that's the one you have to be concerned with.
You know what they say, doctors make the worst patients. Not true with Casey Peretti. He's a sweetheart. I don't even mind doing overtime. And, you know, it helps with my car payments. I'll see you, Helen.
It'll take 2 or maybe 3 minutes to deplete my oxygen, okay? And at that point, the alarm is gonna sound, but it'll be too late, okay?
Oh, here. Come on, Casey. Casey.
No, I'm not finished.
Come on.
I'm not finished.
How long have you been like this? Here, come on. This will help. This will help. Don't fight it. Try to relax. This is an emergency. I need help in here. Stat.
Think fast. Think breath savers with fast-acting mint crystals.
Okay, who's next?
He is.
Hi.
Hi. I hate guilt. That's why I love wheat thins and now oat thins too. Look, whole oat grains baked right in. Now, do I love oat thins as much as my wheat thins? Yeah. Am I feeling a little guilty about that? Nah.
And now, the one and only Planters presents Everybody Loves a Nut.
I think the taste of Planters lightly salted nuts is so uplifting, I'm gonna levitate this peanut. Thank you.
Thank you. As the great taste of Planters proves, we're the reason everybody loves a nut.
Who says you can't have beautiful hair every day?
Sometimes you need a little finesse. Sometimes you need a lot. Sometimes you need a little finesse.
The Finesse self-adjusting formula. Never over conditions, never under conditions. So your hair always gets the perfect conditioning, and you always get perfect hair.
Sometimes you need a little finesse. Sometimes you need a lot of finesse.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Everything's going my way.
CBS This Morning, weekdays.
Hi. Hey.
Guys, how are you? How you doing?
How are you?
Wow, Charles, forget what I said. The whole dinner's on the house, all right?
Well, thank you.
Welcome to Ellie's, boys.
This is great.
Kirk, this is really impressive.
Now, listen, I've got a job open for you at the yacht club, right? Part-time.
Yeah, that's great. Thank
Okay.
you. I'm taking some classes at the university, but that's just in the morning, and I'm doing some freelance photography for the Argus, but the afternoons and early evenings are for you.
Great.
I remember when that used to be called summer vacation.
Yeah, right. Well, I got some catching up to do. My life's been on hold for a while. So how's your family, Ellie?
They're good. They're good. Julie had to go to Seattle. Her mom is sick, but we heard she's better now.
Not a moment too soon. Caleb's been climbing them.
That's okay. Say hi to Julie and Caleb when you see him.
Okay.
Now, why don't we get out of here? Let these guys have some
Yeah,
fun.
it's good to see you.
Thank you. All right.
Have fun.
We will.
Bye, Charles.
Take care of you, Charles. Wow. Hey.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just, well, Julie used the excuse that her mom was sick before to get out of a tight spot. I don't think her mother would call her if she was on her deathbed.
You saying she's lying to Caleb?
Hope not.
Champagne, gentlemen?
Look, I have got to get in touch with my husband. It's urgent. Look, don't you know where the meeting is? I realize that it's confidential, but I'm a police detective. I know Joe Bailey and Jason Benedict. Oh, my God, I can't believe this. Okay, just tell my husband that he must contact me before he gets on that plane. Thank you.
Well, he's hooked up to the machines.
Oh, God. Casey didn't want that.
I know. Dr. Purcell's pretty upset about it, too. But there's nothing in writing, is there? Would you call Lila?
No, I can't tell her something like this over the phone. I'll go over there.
Maybe you should call Pop. He should know about this.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll have him paged, and then if he's not at home, he's always got his beeper on him.
Dude, we need your help.
If I do say it myself, I think we're very dashingly attractive.
How about no booze tonight?
Oh, you didn't even have to mention it, darling. All right?
Maybe I ought to check with the hospital one more time before
Darling,
we go.
what are beepers for? Come on, let's hurry up. The boys will be wondering.
Okay, all right, let's go.
I can hear your heart.
What's it saying?
It likes that you've started jogging.
Oh, yeah?
Likes that you're eating healthier.
Anything else?
Oh, this is about me.
Oh.
It's happy I'm giving us Promise.
Promise?
Sure. Promise is 90% free of saturated fat and has no cholesterol.
That's good for me?
Yeah, eating foods low in saturated fat and cholesterol is good for you and your heart.
You know what else is good for me? You.
Promise. Get heart smart. Now try new unsalted Promise.
How long will the flavor of carefree sugarless gum last? Till the fat lady sings. Carefree spearmint with NutraSweet, the flavor lasts.
Butterball turkey cold cuts. Any way you slice it, they're delicious. Butterball ham, Butterball bologna, or Butterball smoked turkey breast. They're up to 98% fat-free and all Butterball. So any way you slice it, it's
delicious.
Who are the brightest kids in America? Mom's rated thicker, vivid, higher than Clorox 2 for making colors and whites look cleaner. So who are the brightest kids in America?
Mine are.
Don't just get 'em clean, get 'em vivid. Give me the buzz, give me the buzz, give me the buzz.
If you want the buzz, just listen up, cuz there's trouble just ahead. For Reba and Josh, oh my gosh, look out for that woman in red.
Give me the buzz, give me the buzz, give me the buzz.
Guiding light, make it your passion today.
So why couldn't we drink our Kir Royales while we were dressed?
Because that's all we could do while we were dressed.
Oh.
Besides, I didn't want Lucinda coming down here making outrageous demands, and if she did, I was just going to tell her that we were about ready to retire and leave everything in Charles' very capable hands.
You're always thinking ahead, Anderson.
Oh, always. Should have seen me as a kid. I'd lay out my clothes at night, down the hall, down the stairs. I could get dressed while I was running for the school bus. Saved me a half hour at least.
I can't picture you as a kid. What were you like?
Well, let's see. I was about a foot shorter. My hair was about 3 inches longer, had a gap in my front teeth, courtesy of a baseball bat to the face, but time and a good orthodontist have corrected all of that.
Go on.
It's not really my favorite subject, but all right. If you insist, let's see. My mom and dad had me when they were in their 40s. I was their first and only child. It was definitely a surprise. Actually, I was more of an intrusion. They were pretty wrapped up in each other, so it was kind of hard getting them to pay attention to me. I guess that's why I've always been an overachiever.
Class president.
Valedictorian.
Prom king. Varsity quarterback.
Tight end. No comments.
Mm-hmm.
Then I blazed a trail through high school, got a scholarship to NYU, graduated top of the class, went to work, end of story.
Where are your folks now?
Florida. My dad retired, and they moved down there. We don't see too much of each other. Exchange Christmas cards, birthday cards, but I haven't seen him since I moved to Oakdale.
Wait a minute. That means that they have never met Linda Ann or Stephen.
Yeah, right.
It's very interesting.
Not really.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's like something could be very important to you, and you just close the door on it and go through another door and forget. That's why when Iva broke up with you, you thought that she was closing the door on you and going through her own door. I mean,
We
you
have
just
had this
accepted
conversation about doors before, but I don't really like the way this one's turning out, so can we just drop the subject,
that. No,
please?
I think we need to talk about it. I think it's very important to our relationship. I mean, it's like when Craig went back to Sierra. I mean, I didn't close the door on that. I mean, maybe I should have, but when I love someone, I love them for keeps. I mean, that doesn't mean that I'm not capable of loving someone else. But if we broke up tomorrow, you would be okay.
Wait a minute. I'm not sure what's bothering me more. You talking about loving Craig for keeps or saying that I could forget about you? I could not forget about you, all right? I mean, if we were to break up tomorrow, well, yeah, I'd survive, but I wouldn't be okay. I can't imagine what life would be like without you in it anymore. Frankly, I don't want to imagine it, and I don't even want to talk about it. All right?
Maureen, let me fix you some dinner. I mean, you must be starved.
Only if you let me fix it myself. You sit down, put your feet up. Okay?
Well, I'm not going to argue that.
Lila, I know when Casey's putting up a good front. This is serious, isn't it?
Well, the doctors don't know that much about encephalitis.
Lila, it's me, Joe. The truth.
Things haven't been going the way that they should with Casey. He's had periods of disorientation. He kind of get time and place confused. At one point, he thought I was still pregnant with Kate.
So this is affecting his brain?
Yeah.
Look, I know Casey, and we could... I'll get him. You stay right there.
Hi, Joe.
Marco. Marco, I thought you were going to stay at the hospital. Is something wrong?
Mama.
Tell me.
Casey's not doing so well.
Oh, please, Lord.
He's having some trouble breathing, so Dr. Purcell has put him on the bird respirator.
I gotta get to the hospital.
Oh, we'll go with you. Joe, tell the babysitter.
Now, have you notified John yet? Maybe I should
No, he's
call
not
him.
answering his beeper. Now, listen to me. Mom,
we'll use our car,
Mama,
okay?
Mama, listen. Casey knew that he was getting worse, and he told me that...
Not
now.
now.
Just listen to me, Mama. He's afraid that he might go into a coma. And
I don't
if
want
he
to
does,
hear
he-
about any comas.
Maureen, you
Joe,
have...
hurry up.
Mama,
Let's
Mama,
go.
listen.
All right.
Not
Mama,
now, please. Casey?
From now on, there's only one thing to remember about saving on long distance. Sprint Plus always costs less than AT&T. And for a limited time, Sprint Plus comes with 1 free month of the best-sounding long distance. That's right, 1 free month. Just call 1-800-877-4000 now. Don't miss Sprint Plus with 1 free month. Now the best savings plan saves you even more.
Touch me and maybe you'll see how baby soft you can be. Make me your baby.
Johnson's Baby Oil. For skin soft as the day you were born.
After 7 days, the leading antiseptic couldn't heal this finger, but this one healed with #1 doctor-recommended Neosporin. Testing shows that Neosporin helps wounds heal faster. Neosporin, for faster healing, it's the one.
Your sensitive skin needs pampering, but you need all the protection you can get. Introducing Lady Speed Stick Antiperspirant Sensitive Skin Formula. Hypoallergenic, maximum protection. New Lady Speed Stick Sensitive Skin Formula.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
A summer off-road adventure. A teenage boy loses control.
This boy was gonna die if we did not get him out.
A life and death dilemma. Rescue 911 tonight. Friday, America's hottest cops make the jump to CBS late night. 21 Jump Street Late Night Fridays.
This is CBS.
Just when your diet is going great, you get a craving, that old familiar urge, a snack attack. Break the cycle with the new crave-free weight loss program from Nutrisystem. Nutrisystem craving control snacks actually help you break the cycle of craving, binging, and gaining weight. Don't wait. Call Nutrisystem today.
We succeed where diets fail you.
Grand Union is the store to shop for garden fresh produce that's triple inspected for quality and terrific Red Dot specials, like Ocean Spray juice drinks, 64-ounce bottle, $2.39, Citrus Hill orange juice, 64-ounce carton, $1.99, Aunt Millie's spaghetti sauce, 26-ounce jar, $1.29, and Bumblebee Chunk Light tuna, 6.5-ounce can, 38 cents with coupon. Visit our exciting new food markets, now open in Darien, Connecticut, and Stony Point, New York.
If your son or daughter has a drinking problem, you may have tried it all. And when you think there's nothing else you can do, there is. Get through to us, we'll help you get through to them. Just don't give up.
Do rape victims receive equal justice whether they're black or white? Many say no, and we'll tell you why on the next Hard Copy.
Tonight at 7 on 2.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Mr. Anderson's compliments?
Oh, no. No, I don't think champagne tonight. No. We'll have, why don't we have Planter's Punch.
That's
without the rum, okay?
Oh, wait a minute, guys. Don't turn down a good bottle of champagne on my account. I mean, you know.
What do you mean? Come on, Planter's Punch sounds good to me, okay?
Sounds good.
Planter's Punch.
Saddled.
Very good.
Here we are. I wanted to ask Kim and Bob, but John thought they'd probably like to spend the evening quietly at home.
Yeah, I saw my mom today, actually. She seemed kind of tired.
Darling, I'm told by Lily that you are now the manager of Barbara Ryan Originals. My heavens, what an event.
Yeah.
What a businessman. Under these trying circumstances, too. Have you heard any word about when your mother will be returning?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Well, I'm technically competition, but if you need any advice on anything, just ask.
Well, thank you, Lucinda, but Montgomery & Associates gives me all the advice I need. Lily's been very helpful. As a matter of fact, she even took Emily off the Stricko account so she can concentrate solely on BRO.
So Hal is convinced it was not Emily who sent the anonymous letter.
I never believed she did. Neither did Hal. You know who I haven't seen since I've been back? I haven't seen Leanne at all. I called over there and there's no answer.
Yeah, well, Duke said something about Leanne spending the evening with Carrie.
So there's no problems with her recovery at all?
Well, no, I think she's doing pretty good.
That's good.
You know, Andy, I think she'd like you to stop by and say hello. I think she'd like to thank you personally for signing over your car to her. She was very touched by that.
You have no car?
I don't even need a car. I'm going to be driving for a year.
Hey, maybe I should put Fenwick at your disposal.
Right. I might take you up on that, just to see my landlady's face.
Great.
Andrew, have you given any more... Andy, have you given any more thought to moving into the pool house apartment?
Yes, I'm not going to. There's a lot of memories of Julie, but they're not all bad.
Have you seen her since you've been back?
No, she's in Seattle. Her mom's sick.
I'd like to propose a toast to a happy summer for all of us, to more happy family gatherings like this one, and next time we will definitely include Kim and Bob.
Dr. Purcell, how is it?
Is he conscious? He seems somewhat disoriented, but that could be due to the lack of oxygen.
The respirator, it will help him, right? I mean, it could give him the strength to get through this, right?
May we see him?
Yes, but be aware he can't communicate. He might not even know who you are.
See him.
tears me up.
Without a living will, they're in a bind. Purcell and John know how I feel, but legally they have to protect the hospital.
Hey, did you get in touch with Bob?
No, his service couldn't reach him.
Well, why don't you try Dr. Bob?
Yeah, okay, well, I'll go over there. Something I gotta do first, Duke. Keep an eye on my mom.
Yeah, okay.
Was he aware he was being put on life support?
Yes, he was lucid at the time. As a matter of fact, he fought it at first. And when the machines took over, he relaxed.
It is absolutely vital that I get a hold of Greg Hadley, that he return my calls. Do you understand? It's regarding a living will that he's drawn up for Dr. Casey Peretti.
The music, the mood, the food, with something a little extra.
I get a kick out of you.
Heinz 57 sauce has a zesty, bold, exciting flavor that gives a little kick to all your favorite foods. Try Heinz 57 sauce.
'Cause I get a kick
It's like ketchup
out of you.
with a kick.
Can a healthy diet, including Mazola, bring cholesterol down? Here's living proof.
When I found out my cholesterol was over 200, I got nervous. So I cut back on saturated fats and cholesterol and used Mazola.
A clinical study showed that a lower-fat, lower cholesterol diet, including Mazola, reduced cholesterol an average of 17%.
With Mazola's help, I got my cholesterol down. I can live with that.
Mazola. Together we're beating cholesterol.
Oh, this salad is great. Oh, this is sensational. You know, well, it's stupendous. I tell you what. Oh, bagels. Oh. Even better.
Bacony Bacos makes every bite better.
What do your legs feel like a few days after you shave? Bristly, stubbly, prickly. Neat gets rid of all those for days longer because Neat works below the surface. Get Neat or Neat Roll-On.
So how about a moonlit stroll on the deck while we wait for our moose?
Yeah. No. I don't want to go out there in my robe. What would everybody think?
They would think that I own this yacht, and they'd be right.
I think there's a big part of you likes to get everybody's attention.
Oh, I got all the attention I need.
Mm-mm. Not everybody's. I was thinking.
Here we go.
Now, you're still planning on having Linda Ann and Stephen come out for a visit,
Is
right?
that a non sequitur?
Not really.
Do you still disapprove of Stephen and Linda Ann seeing us as a couple?
No. I think that it's time.
Hallelujah.
But I think before they go back to Maine, we should take them down to Florida to see your parents. You hate the idea.
No, I love the idea. I mean, the Andersons will never be the Snyders, but those kids deserve all the family they've got.
I thought we were going to have an argument about this.
No. Whatever Ellie Snyder wants, she gets. Oh, damn. Oh. Hello. Yes, she is. Hold on.
For me?
Person to person for Ellie Snyder from Montega.
Ellie Snyder. Craig, hi. How'd you know where I was? Oh, Iva told you.
It's good to see you, pal. I'm glad you're back.
Thanks.
Okay. Paul, thanks for having dinner with us.
Lucinda.
Bye-bye.
Charles, could we have 2 cognacs?
Yeah, I'd like a cognac.
Very good. Coming right up.
Oh, well, wasn't that nice? See Andy looking so well, making
Yeah.
plans. Just wish that he didn't have to go back to that soulless basement apartment that he lived in with Julie.
Well, I think the pool house is just not his style.
I don't know, why can't he go back to Kim and Bob's? Dear, I have to say something. Why is it every time I have mentioned Kim and Bob, you give me a look?
Had a call transferred up here. A Mr. Montgomery?
Oh, my son-in-law.
He wished to speak with Dr. Dixon.
You can talk to him as soon as I find out what he wants. All right? Hiya, Craig. John here. I haven't had a report on Casey in a couple of hours, and I'm sure that they would have contacted me here if there was anything wrong.
I'm sorry to ask you to do this, but Lai couldn't deal with it. Lord knows my mom and dad would never. And I can't ask Duke because it would jeopardize his career. Be realistic, Margot. It's gotta be you.
Oh, so why the hell am I thinking of dumping this on Bob? Casey asked me to help him. It's my problem. It's one decision I'm gonna have to make on my own.
Happy anniversary.
Hey, royal blue.
Electric blue.
Ooh. My shirt's not so electric anymore. Well, maybe the fish will like it.
If your colors are fading, there's now a detergent that helps protect them. Introducing New Cheer with Color Guard. As time goes by, you can see the difference Color Guard makes. New Cheer with Color Guard.
Introducing a remarkable new Fix-It-Ent.
At last, an adhesive that doesn't quit at quitting time. Wait up, guys!
Now you can Fix-It-Ent and forget it all day into the night.
The Golden Gate Bridge. Now I can point out the sights from LA to San Francisco non-stop.
This new Fix-It-Ent holds stronger. 4 hours longer than any other cream adhesive.
We've been here all day. We can be here all night. Thanks to my new Fix-It-Ent.
Now you can Fix-It-Ent and forget it all day into the night.
In a recent study of couples, social scientists found that a full 50% prefer a squeeze to a pat. Of those who prefer a pat, 35% still like an occasional squeeze. So we're introducing Squeezable I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. The only squeezable spread flavored with sweet cream buttermilk for a fresh butter taste, but without the cholesterol to spoil the romance. So give your special someone a good healthy squeeze. I can't believe it's not butter. The taste you love without the cholesterol.
How to make or break a leg. The same old side dish just doesn't make it. Serve Lipton's tasty chicken rice and sauce, and you've got it made. Lipton rice and sauce. It's not the same old stuff.
When static clean messes everything they wear.
Try new improved Snuggle Dryer Sheets.
Socks and sweaters, pants and skirts are static free, it's true.
Because new Snuggle Dryer Sheets stop static better than ever before.
Casey, can you hear me?
It's no use, Doris. All I can do now is try to get Lila to accept this.
Is there any change?
Yes, he's slipped into a coma.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
What happened?
Casey gave it all he had. He can't fight anymore. He's in a coma.
Maybe you should go home now, be with your little girl. I think that's what Casey would want.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. Casey needs us here.
Maureen, I think what the doctor meant is just...
Why are you all acting like Casey's dead? He's not.
I think you should know. Casey fought going on life support. He made it very clear he didn't want any heroic measures.
It's true, Mama. That's what I was trying to tell you. Well, then somebody put words in his mouth. My Casey would never give up. He wanted to live, and as long as those machines are keeping him alive, we can still pray for a miracle.
Mrs. Peretti, I can understand how upset you are, but... Well, in this case, I'm afraid there's no hope for a miracle.
Well, maybe you don't believe in miracles, Doctor, but I do.
You said there was a chapel in the hospital?
Yes, ma'am. I'll show you where.
Then it's over, Doctor.
I'm afraid so, Mr. Peretti.
So if Casey weren't hooked up to those machines, he'd die.
Mom, I think you should know that Casey asked Tom and me to execute a living will for him.
What?
It's true, Mama.
I don't understand. Did you?
Greg Hadley never even got the forms to us, and we had no idea this was going to happen so quickly, but Casey did make it very clear he did not want to be kept alive on these machines.
Lila, it won't be easy, but Maureen will understand in time.
She gave Casey life. Who am I to decide to take it away?
Mama?
No. Give her time. Give both of them time.
It's a shame that living will wasn't on file.
Look, Dr. Purcell, Casey gave me power of attorney. Couldn't I draw up a will for him?
Not now. A regular power of attorney is valid only as long as the person is of sound mind. Casey's mind is gone. I'm afraid it's too late. Excuse me.
I'm counting on you, Margot. Don't let them keep me alive with no hope. I won't be a vegetable. Please, let me die with dignity.
Casey. Casey. I love you, Casey. Don't leave me. Casey.
You did all you could, Doris. He's on the life support system now. He'll be monitored from the nurse's station.
This is not what Casey would want.
I know.
Father, if it's your will to take our son, please help me to find the strength I need to accept it. But Casey has fought so hard. He's overcome so much. I can't believe you mean for all that effort to end like this. You're a merciful God, a God of miracles. As long as there's breath in my Casey's body, I'll go on praying for a miracle.
Polaroid. We can help you in ways you never thought of.
Working together, showing you how, helping you say it, doing it now. When there's work to be done, ideas to master, nothing works faster. We are the answer. Nothing works like Polaroid. Nothing works like Polaroid.
When people look at you, what do they see? A young woman going gray too early? A woman who plans to wear her gray like a badge? A woman too busy to keep up her looks? Or simply a woman who hasn't found out yet she can cover her gray with loving care? The hair color that has no peroxide, so it's gentle to the hair as a shampoo. Now that you've found out, is there a choice? Gray hair or loving care?
My interview's in an hour and I'm out of antiperspirant. So I used my daughter's Suave. It kept me cool and dry through hours of interviews. And when she told me you save with Suave, I switched.
Saving money is very important to us office managers.
I can really rely on Asper Cream.
Joan McKee suffers from minor muscle pain.
Rub it in here, rub it in good. Asper Cream relieves pain fast, and I don't smell like a medicine cabinet.
Asper Cream, fast pain relief without odor. Asper Cream contains no aspirin.
I'm glad you came here. I know it'll help you. It helped me.
God, I don't know what to say to you. I want to ask you to take this out of my hands. Casey asked me to carry out his last wishes, but it should be you. And I love Casey and Mama so much. I don't want to see him go through this pain. I've never felt so alone, God. Stay with me. Help me do the right thing. Help me make the right decision.
Listen, when Rini gets home, I'll clear out, all right?
Yeah, no problem. No messages.
Look, I'm sorry that Lucinda brought up Emily and that letter.
Don't worry about it. You know, I don't get it. I mean, why do people like my mom and Hal and your mom and Uncle Bob always seem to have all this trouble, and people like Lucinda and your dad are always so happy?
Well, it's because they look out for themselves first. Like they got the right idea. Because from here on out, I don't intend to expect anything from anybody. And as soon as somebody starts making demands from me, I'm splitting.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I could be like that.
Sure you could. You and Rini. No demands, no expectations. It's great. You're very lucky. Maybe that's Hal.
I hope you heard from my mom. Hello? Brian?
Well, I don't think there's any need for Craig to fly all the way up here until we find out how Casey's progressing. And I'm very surprised that I wasn't disturbed through dinner about anything from the hospital.
The gods are smiling on us, darling. Wouldn't it be a nice idea? Why don't we take a dip in the pool? Au naturel, all right? We won't shock Bianca because Bianca's away.
You might shock Matthew. I spoke too soon. No, must be yours.
Oh, well, let's let it beep then, darling, because it's probably Ambrose.
This is not my beeper.
What? Oh, my heavens, we mixed them up.
I hope the hospital hasn't been trying to get me all night. This is Dr. Dixon. You want to hook me up, please? Yeah, what have you got for me? Oh, no, when?
Mrs. Hughes, there you are. Duke asked me to tell you that he's taken Lila and the Paredis home. I'm afraid Mrs. Paredes is taking it pretty badly.
Yeah, I know. Look, Dr. Purcell, do you think that my mama completely understands the situation?
Yes, but it's complicated by the fact that she loved Casey so.
But he made his wishes so clear.
Unfortunately, he never talked to Lila about them. And he's dealing with Casey's mother, and she's expecting some kind of miracle.
What do you suppose the chances of that miracle happening are?
I know of no case where a person who'd reached this stage of his encephalitis ever pulled through. Sorry. If there's anything I can do, please let me know.
As soon as I start to slide into a coma, they'll have me all hooked up to keep my lungs and heart going. It'll look like I'm alive. I won't be. Just check the EEG monitor. It'll register a flat line. My brain will be dead. I'll just be this lump of tissue costing thousands of dollars a day to keep functioning. And in the meantime, it'll be pumping away Katie's future and any chance Lai has for happiness. Margot, I love them. Let me give them that much. It's my life. It's been a good one. Just help me die with dignity.
Hi, may I help you?
Sure, I'll have a cheeseburger, Mac.
Cheeseburger macaroni? That's our specialty.
Don't know what to do with hamburger? Try Hamburger Helper Cheeseburger Macaroni. It'll turn plain hamburger into a hearty, delicious meal that'll please your coolest customer.
Hamburger helper helped her.
Hey, that was great, man. Give me 5.
Would you settle for 4?
Make a great meal.
Introducing Sunrinse Downy Dryer Sheets.
Turn on the sunshine. Turn on the freshness.
New Sunrinse Downy Dryer Sheets. So airy light, so sunny fresh, it's like hanging your wash in the sunshine.
Turn on the sunshine. Turn on the freshness.
Sunrinse Dryer Sheets. New from Downy. The fabric softener that gives you fluffy softness, too.
Turn on the sunshine freshness.
Sunrinse Dryer Sheets. New from Downy.
Come on in.
I was sure there was no hope. Her white sweater was caked with mud, and the sleeve got caught. No hope.
My pen.
But I tried Tide with bleach.
Your dirt, your dingies, everything's whiter with Tide with bleach. Take a dirty sock. Gets only this white with other detergents, but Tide with bleach gets it gleaming white.
Mud and grime's gone. Mrs. Virginia Dean.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide.
A burglary was committed. McCabe thinks this man did it. Jake says he couldn't have. Both can't be right.
Why are you his champion all of a sudden?
On Jake and the Fat Man. Then, it's Hollywood under the big time. Join Alex Trebek, Kristen Alfonso, Doug Barr, Lynn Redgrave, Alan Rachins, and more. The 14th Annual Circus of the Stars, Wednesday.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you by Tide with bleach. It'll knock your socks off, and it'll get them whiter than any other detergent. Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Blouses by Regina Porter. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.
Want to share?